I guess just first off, how is Caitlin after Wednesday, and do you have any updates on her condition?
Yeah, she's okay. She can be out on Saturday, but she's doing all right.
Do you have any indication right now of how long she will be out?
No indication. Obviously, it's a good time because we have all week next week, so we'll take this opportunity just to get her treatment, get her healthy, get her back on the floor, and
we'll use this opportunity to focus on her recovery, ensure she receives the treatment she needs, restore her health, and help her return to the court. I wanted to pause this video and pay close attention to Stephanie White's body language during that particular press conference. Seriously, notice the noticeable pause she takes before responding to the question.
And I watch them consistently. I watch the WNBA consistently. I think it's a good product. And what I saw last night with these two teams tangling in back-to-back games, because it got heated 3 days ago when I watched it, was absolutely unacceptable, egregious. Stephanie White used the word, and just unfortunate that, you know, a situation, two situations could go untethered, if you will. And
pay close attention to those carefully chosen words about long-term health and overall well-being. I'm telling you, that doesn't sound like a head coach discussing a typical or routine back injury. Instead, her expression suggests someone who is struggling to handle a situation that appears to be escalating behind the scenes and slipping beyond her control.
The result was the result.
How did we get here?
I could tell you how we got here. We got here through hate, envy, jealousy, hostility, nastiness from the players, immaturity from the players. That is how we got here. And we got here with the commissioner, Kathy Engelbert, who should have been fired, who has no clue what she's doing and how to handle. She was unprepared for Caitlin Clark's stardom coming into this league. That is how you got here.
I don't know how to answer this. All I can tell you is there's a lot of good players in the WNBA. For instance, if you're not watching Olivia Miles in Minnesota right now, you're missing something special. She's extraordinary. And Caitlin Clark is extraordinary.
The biggest issue that many mainstream media outlets seem unwilling to address is this. Caitlin Clark being ruled out of Saturday's crucial game against the Los Angeles Sparks may involve more than just a sore back. Some believe there could be additional factors behind her absence.
Stephanie White addressed Caitlin Clark being out for Saturday's game. We're going to get into that. And many people feel like the writing is on the wall. Okay, now do I think Caitlin Clark has a back injury? Yes. Do I think the back injury solely is why she did not return last game? No. I think that if Stephanie White didn't sub her out after that turnover in which she didn't get back on defense and she gave up a layup, I think Caitlin Clark would have continued to play out the game. But did she have a back injury? Yeah, I believe she has a back injury. I just don't believe that is the reason why she was out completely for the rest of the last game.
When you consider the timing, coming just 3 days after Alyssa Thomas was involved in an incident in which she appeared to make contact with Caitlin Clark's throat, a play that the referees did not penalize during the game, it raises questions for some observers. As a result, some believe the circumstances surrounding Clark's injury may be more complex than what a standard injury report suggests.
I mean, you know, it's the same thing. Long-term health and wellness is the most important thing.
Long-term health and wellness, the same old Stephanie White go-to. I mean, I think Caitlin Clark wants out. At this point, I think she was having a really good game, and then after a turnover, Stephanie White benched her. I think Caitlin Clark was pissed.
Now, pay close attention to what comes next. Stephanie White openly acknowledged in her remarks that the officiating needs to improve. She pointed to what she sees as inconsistent officiating and raised concerns about whether star players are being adequately protected during games. However, there is another important aspect of the situation that many people appear to be overlooking.
I played against Sue Bird, Dinah Taurasi, Lisa Leslie, Cheryl Swoops. Caitlin does things. She's really hard to guard, Dan, and she's really hard to officiate. For instance, the closeout, the illegal closeout, where the player didn't have the landing space appropriate, that should have been upgraded to a flagrant 1. It was unnecessary contact, but
they didn't even check the landing zone. They checked to see if Caitlin hit her in the face. I mean, officiating in the WNBA is just a joke. It's just a joke.
she did step into the landing space. When a player shoots it from the logo with a gather step, like Caitlin does, there's not a lot of players that do that. Now, I mean, Kelsey Mitchell, her teammate, does it extraordinarily well. There's a few players that do it well. She's mastered it.
Kelsey Mitchell don't shoot from the logo. Sorry. No, I don't look. Enough with the Kelsey stuff. She don't pull up from the logo.
So it's hard to defend her, which is the result. You get these flagrant one type calls, which wasn't called. So, and that was after the Alyssa Thomas.
This goes beyond a single missed call in one basketball game. Some observers argue that it reflects a pattern they believe has developed since Caitlin Clark entered the league in April 2024. They point to several examples, including a closeout play against Connecticut that they believe officials should have reviewed more closely, as well as incidents where flagrant fouls were reduced to common fouls after review. Critics contend that Clark is often subjected to a level of physical play that is dismissed as tough, competitive basketball, while officiating appears stricter in other situations. During a recent interview with Dan Patrick, Stacey Dales noted that Clark's unique style of play, including her long-range shooting and signature gather step, can make officiating more challenging. However, the argument presented here is that this should not prevent officials from recognizing clear and potentially dangerous contact. According to this perspective, referees may focus so heavily on monitoring Clark's footwork for possible traveling or out-of-bounds violations that they overlook contact involving defenders, including closeouts, undercutting, or high contact. Supporters of this view believe that similar plays involving other established stars would be more likely to result in flagrant foul calls. The speaker concludes by emphasizing Clark's exceptional talent. Despite constant criticism and physical play, Caitlin Clark has continued to deliver record-breaking performances, sell out arenas, and help drive the WNBA's growing popularity and financial success. However, the speaker argues that the Indiana Fever have not done enough to build a strong team around her or adequately support and protect their franchise player. The speaker speculates that Clark's absence from the game against the Los Angeles Sparks could reflect broader frustrations rather than just a back injury. They suggest she may be evaluating her long-term future with the Fever, although there is no public confirmation of that. According to the speaker, if Indiana fails to keep a generational talent like Clark because of organizational shortcomings, it would rank among the biggest missed opportunities in professional sports. The speaker concludes by questioning whether the Fever's leadership recognizes the seriousness of the situation and wonders if Clark will remain with the team or consider other options after the season. They end by inviting viewers to share their opinions and subscribe for future updates.